Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and to a silly little challenge I like to call Rise and Fall. Those of you who have seen my challenge roulette videos may have seen a little taste of this challenge with the bottoms up and the top down challenges. Bottoms up where you had to start on the lowest section of the level, work your way only up to the top, and top down where you did the opposite, started at the top and you could only go down. This challenge is kind of a mix of the two. You need to start by making your way to the lowest section of the level with the minimum amount of fuss, and then once you get to the lowest section, that's when the game actually begins. And then I can only go across or up until I get to the tippity top. And once I've reached the top, I'm allowed one journey back down to the bottom again. And once I'm back at the bottom, I'm stuck there. And I've got to take out all the targets in between those rises and those falls. Once all the targets are down, I can roam about and do whatever. But until they're down, one trip up, one trip back. But let's see if this makes any sense or if it's just very silly indeed. I think we'll start with Psyops because these three levels are probably not great for the challenge, so let's get them out of the way. We've got Bangkok, Hokkaido and Colorado. Luckily they've each only got one target, so shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Which one might we want a showdown on? Have we done a Hokkaido showdown recently? I don't think so. Sniper rifle kill, you say? That could be doable. It does rule out some other prestiges though. And what's our prestige for the first level? Ice Pick, Katana or Silent Assassin? Yikes. So do we have a level that doesn't have a specific kill type? Bangkok doesn't. It wants us to kill all the guards, but that's about it. And Colorado doesn't either, so maybe we start with Colorado? We have to get down into the basement of the mansion. That's the hard part. And then once we've done that, it's such a flat map that it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So let's start with Colorado. And we'll start with Ice Pick just because we can tuck it in our little pocket. Or do we actually take the Tanto along and start with Katana? Because then if things go horribly wrong, which is always an option on Colorado, we can get the Tanto back possibly from Hokkaido. So we need to concuss guards and blind our target. What devices might we want for that? Ducks is good. A couple of concussive ducks. Guess we'll bring some of the usual stuff. Now, blinding our target. Flash foam would certainly do it. It's the most reliable way to do it. For sure. And then we'll need some sort of pistol. Maybe the silver baller. That goes with our suit, although we're probably not wearing the suit for a long time. I'm also not sure about this suit, because the way the textures work sometimes, they just seem to drift in and out. We'll keep an eye on that. I might need to change suit after this challenge is done. But for now, Colorado. And of course we're starting at the highest point of the map. That's no good. We need to be at the lowest point. So let's work our way around the water tower and go down the new pipe that's been added recently. Whee. You ain't seen shit, friend. So, step one. Make our way to the lowest point on the map, which will be the basement. Although, actually, yeah, the basement is the same level as where we are now because the actual building over there is raised up a bit. So we are already on the lowest part of the map. That makes things a bit easier. I wasn't expecting that. Targets at the training ground. So next level would possibly be the inside there of the building, or is it? I'm not sure if it counts as going up a level if we pop in here and steal an outfit. It might count as going up a level. So what have we got? Oh, there's the blunt knife. About time it showed up. We could also get a sniper rifle. Just to buy it. Well, now we can't. But we do have a safe, so maybe we come back for the sniper rifle. So we're on the lowest level. Our target's also on the lowest level, so maybe rather than get the point guard outfit, which I would normally get, we just worry about luring someone over.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally lure this guy in, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. But such is the nature of this challenge, we're going to have to try and get him.
That was strange, alright? What?
Let's get him a bit closer. I think for the mini-map it is suggesting that point guard is on our level because their dots are showing up on the mini-map for us.
I feel mildly annoyed.
Good. I'm glad you feel annoyed, friend. Now feel unconscious. Yeah, the fact that the people in there are showing up on the mini-map makes me think that this would count as level 0 still. But I can't be certain of that. So we'll just grab this guy's outfit instead. It's not going to get us right up to our target because
wanna buy something? You name it, I got
they're
it.
in an area that's off limits to regular guards. But it's a start. So, where are you at, friend? You're over there. What if we sneak in around this way? Now, does this count as going up a bit if we go up there?
Mix another batch of gel.
Okay, yeah, this counts as level 1.
Created something that will blow us all in the kingdom come. That is all.
So we need to kill our target from here, basically. Which should be fine. Cool. So, target's down. We are now free to roam as we wish. We'll get our katana back later. We'll just let them do their thing and hide the bod, and we'll go and deal with the safe, I think. So where are we looking? It's in here. None of the clues appear to be in here by the look of it. You'll notice I'm not going into black and white now when I use Instinct. That's because I've got the Pure Instinct mod on. I've changed a few settings on it so it makes everything that shows up as highlighted white pretty much. Except for targets and whatnot. It's just nice. I like it. I like the way that it keeps the world colourful. In other mod news, the Blossom Fest mod is out for now because it's being changed and updated and whatnot. Blossom Fox has said that a new version will be coming along at some point, so we'll keep an eye out for that. But until it does come, we will live without it. Now, where's our final clue? Doesn't seem to be out and around here anywhere. Ah, there we go. It's behind the shed. So we can now go back and buy that sniper rifle. So there's our new sniper rifle.
If you need more, you know where
It's got no scope on it, but it's also subsonic. It's an interesting new weapon. We'll probably try it out at some point, but now we want to get back our katana. And we've also got to concuss a bunch of guards. There were like 4 of them stood over there together, and if I'd been thinking about the concussed guards thing, I would have dealt with them there and then. But it wasn't on my mind at the time. So let's go look for our blade. It should still be on the floor down there, I think. It won't be just stuck in that guy's head. But we can also just take his outfit because he doesn't need it anymore. And there we go. So with blade back in our pocket, let's go. Oh, I forgot about blind target. What a spoon. I was kind of panicking because of the fact that I'd moved up a level, but I could have easily flashed them first. An absolute dum-dum I am. Now you two guys, are you going to come over here and have a conversation with 2 other guys? Am I going to get 4 for the price of 1? Can't believe I forgot about blind target. Okay, we're not getting more than 2 together there. That's fine. I bought 2 ducks. I could easily get 2 people and then 2 more people. But it would be nice to get 3 in 1 duck. And if there's any level where you can probably do that, it's this one. Like these guys, for instance.
It's funny.
No way. Hey, you dropped something, buddy.
Are you going to go pick it up?
Stand up for yourself.
Or are you just close enough anyway to get concussed? Oh, he's going over, good.
Let's go. Stand there.
Okay, that only got 2. Not great range on the duck then, I guess. Sad times.
What?
But there's a 3rd. And so that's a pretty successful start, all told. This challenge should generally be pretty successful on the first level, given as they're all single target missions. But Bangkok, I think, is next. Let's just check though. What do we want? Submachine gun kill, epic. Let's see. We did have SMG of guards and snipers. And blind target again, which this time we might pay attention to. So should we test out our new sniper rifle? I think we should, don't you know? And then we need an epic SMG. And silver baller again, because it matches our outfit. Gonna have to make our way down to the basement before we get up to too much. And we'll bring flash phone again. But maybe we also bring flash grenade. We got the space. This level could be an immense pain on later levels of the campaign, where we might have multiple targets on different sides of the hotel. But we don't today, so that's good. Where's our target anyway? They are just out and about in the garden. Very good. Step 1, get to the basement without too much hassle. And that's that achieved. So now we're down here. We're free to do whatever. How should we begin? We could get resort staff outfit and then we could head upstairs. Ah, it's an SMG kill though, isn't it? And we need to blind them, so we don't want to get too fancy with things, perhaps.
Huh?
You heard that? A guard. Is he going to come down and have a look? Possibly not. Then we've got a whole flat cap over there. Maybe we can lure a flat cap round the corner.
What?
Seems like we can. Good. Down he goes. Let's bring him in here where there's a handy box. And let's bring in our briefcase too. I think this is a slow one to pull out of the briefcase. Yep. And let's have a look. So yeah, there's no zooming in or out. But it is subsonic, so you can fire it from really close to people and generally get away with it. Let's pop it back in the old briefcase for now though. And then I guess we'll just go this way. Target's been on the move, it seems. They're now in the restaurant. There they go.
Ken Morgan.
Ah, they're the bodyguard of Ken Morgan.
Let's see. No, nothing yet, Mr. Morgan.
So what's the play? They're going to roam around on this floor for a bit. They might take Ken into lockdown once they've been blinded, because the blinding will cause an explosion, so they might end up running down to the basement for a bit. We might have to wait for him to come back up. But that's cool. I think we can cope with that.
And you're supposed
Oh, we've got Courier out here as well. Good.
Brick, right? Keith McKenzie, U.S. Attorney's Office, South District. I saw you at the Chelsea Whitmore.
So let's try the flash grenade.
Your strategy was the brassiest thing I've ever seen.
Hey, wait a minute.
Cool. Target blinded. Guard is roaming about doing his thing. Courier's just coming over here. That's cool. This might be a good spot to take them out down the line, but not whilst that woman is
No one notices me.
doing her thing. I guess we could always Seeker the courier. Oh no, there's a gardener right there. But now we might be safe.
Oh, okay. I'm in a lot of pain actually.
I'm not sure if someone else is going to go in there down the line and spot that guy, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Now, where's our target? They are in fact downstairs, and they were probably escorting Ken through the basement and such, and then they're coming back up. We could also seek them just to be super safe and send them into the same bathroom.
Oh god, I knew the tuna was off. Oh crap.
Now, where's he going? Oh no, he's going to go downstairs by the look of it. Well, that's unfortunate.
Is everything okay? What's that?
Okay, we got away with it. So that's target down. And we now just need guards. We could just carry on going upstairs only until we've got rid of all the guards and stuff. There is a safe, isn't there? It's right up in the tippy top in Jordan's roof garden. So maybe we just make our way up that side of the hotel, knock off a few more guards on the way.
Props for the security crew.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this guy's chill. Now, who's worth murking on this floor? Oh yeah, we'd need to be a Jordan Cross bodyguard to get us to the tippy top floor. But that's possibly fine. No one in here seems to mind our presence, so maybe we grab ourselves the master key card. Really not sure why it's just lying around in the room. Don't question it, I suppose. No other guards around on this floor that we can really deal with right now. So, camera. Let's possibly deal with that. Another master key card. Okay, that was
Eddie, it's me.
possibly
Pick up, man. It's not over.
risky. It seems to have worked out.
Oh, you kidding me? Come on out, whoever you are.
Maybe just in case we pull out our SMG.
Hey, I think this could be above my pay grade. I don't want to deal with this shit.
Where could he be? He must be a master at stealth. Yeah, I kind of worry that the maid out there is going to come in here at some point, so maybe we just don't murk everybody. Yeah, there we go. We didn't want to be seen doing crimes while she was around. Are we allowed up another floor in this outfit? Yeah, I think we are. And that's where Dexy tells people that we can't go any higher still. But in here we have another Skuro man.
Whoa, whoa, steady there, cowboy. You better put that away.
That's him out picture. And then we've got guys out here, so we can still deal with targets. Nice. So that's our sniper shots out of the way. Just need to SMG a bugger now. Is there an easy to get Jordan bodyguard on this floor? I don't know. I don't think so. But there are other guys we can get. There's these guys, for example.
Hey, see you for drinks afterwards at Shenanigans? Holy...
That's the shenanigans I've got planned. So it's just the safe now that we need. Oh yeah, there is a bodyguard there.
Nice to see you. Keep walking.
And then in here we've got 3 dudes. And in here we've got a cupboard. People are finding bodies outside, but that's okay.
Okay, what is that?
So in you go. And that's our Jordan Cross bodyguard outfit. So, tippity top. Well, not quite tippity top just yet, but we're getting there. So that guy would be onto us. Does he move? Do we have to go around the other side?
Running.
Might have to go around to the side. Now we're at the tippity top. So how do we deal with the safe? Oh, there's another Tanto up there. Don't need it now, but still. It's good to have it, I suppose. Where are your clues? There's a whole lot of people with dots. Yeah, the way I've got Pure Instinct set up, it basically highlights guards and enforcers. So when we're in a trespassing zone like this, and pretty much everyone's an enforcer, it gives us a lot of dots to look at. I'll have to see if I like that, or if I want to change it. I guess we can use the old fire extinguisher if all else fails. Let's have one more quick check around this room. Ah, there we go. No fire extinguisher required today. And lovely, there's the safe, Robs, and that's everything we might need to do. I guess we can go and see Supplier Friend. They are right down in basement. That's cool. We've risen, now we'll fall. Oh, heck. Really went down a half floor there. Can go all the way down the stairs. Not that it matters at this point because we've finished all the challenges, but still.
Okay.
Gotta keep my eye in. Try and manage the practice as best we can. You got that trophy? You have. You've also got a Krugermeyer. So we'll grab the trophy. Because we can afford it. There weren't any additional couriers, were there? No. So, I guess that's a fully successful Bangkok mission, because I actually remembered to do all of my challenges this time. And there's a flash grenade back in our pocket. As we move on to Hokkaido. Sniper rifle kill, destroy surveillance, don't get caught on camera. That all seems fine. Neutralize the lookout is going to be the best of this bunch, I think. So where are the low points on Hokkaido that we're going to have to get to? Let's bring both our dart guns. I missed them after the previous challenge. Oh, silver ball that can come along again. Do we want to use the new sniper rifle again? I like it, but at the same time, I don't like the fact that it's slow to get out of a briefcase. When we could instead just bring the Viper or the advanced. Yeah, we'll bring Viper. We're looking for someone who's having a business meeting. They're a dehydrated smoker. And they're bold and hatless. With glasses and jewellery. Very well. Let's get to the basements of Hokkaido. Okay, this isn't a basement. There's an assassin nearby. That's a good start. So the lowest level is just the one below us. So that's alright. I feel like we're allowed to look at people and photograph them on our way down to the basement, but we don't actually have to on this occasion.
Greetings, sir.
So down we go. And we're now in a position to do what we will. Step one's probably get this guard out of the way.
We have ignition.
We have concussions. So that's an outfit. Should we require it? Can we lure one of you guys in? Should we just lure you in with something thrown? That should work.
Okay, who's gonna go and check out that scary noise? Go have a look-see, please.
I don't know if there's going to be any
Not in the.
meetings happening down here, but clearing out the room possibly can't hurt. So that woman just disappeared. Okay, good for her. So we can go up now. We can go up a floor. And then that's probably where we're going to meet most of our targets. Do we put on a guard outfit before we do it? It might be useful just cause... Wrong outfit. There we go. It'll allow us through doors that we can't otherwise get through. Now. This guy we should probably also take out. Just because he roams about. We don't need him in the picture. We can have a look around on this floor before we decide to go up. But yeah, it does look as though most of our targets are hanging around upstairs. It's not a great map for like lines of sight, so we can't do a lot of spying on people from this lower floor. But maybe they'll come down at some point.
A total ban?
I don't know.
Let's see, where are we taking out the cameras as well? The morgue is a good spot for the
It's not the
cameras.
chef's fault.
And that's up one floor. Let's deal with this woman. She's coming back down, so we can at least clear out this room for good. Just in case we grab someone's phone and start a meeting down here or something like that.
Oh shit!
I'm wondering if we should go up one floor through the morgue to get the cameras, but then if we do that, then we're trapped over there, really. So yeah, let's get the cameras at the other regular everyday camera box, I think. So up we go. We're now at one floor.
Another subject. Not to switch topics, but
Looks like two of our targets down there are on the lower floor now, which is typical.
it's tied to the UK, mainly Scotland.
One of them does fit the bill. She's bold, but she's possibly coming up this way. Yeah, there she is. She does have all of the tells. Bold, glasses, earrings, necklace.
I'm not here to cause any trouble. Relax.
Is that true? Really? I'm not convinced that's true. Might be my target. We can cross the garden without going up a floor. So we can avoid at least some enforcers. What's she up to? Looks like she's eating a candy bar. Oh yeah, I've turned off one of the things in the UI, haven't I? I was doing a different project. There we go. I've turned back on what I needed to be able to see the icons above people's heads. Now, you're having a smoke. You also fit all the appearance bill. I'm pretty sure you're my target. So we could potentially take this guy out here and now. But I want to see where he's going to go and what he's going to do. Is that guy a lookout? Okay. It appears as though our man has gone into the security room to have a drink. That's most interesting. The fact that he comes in here is probably quite helpful for us. Oops. I was trying to lure this guy in and it turns out he just comes in of his own accord. But that's cool. Down he goes, in the cupboard. Now we're luring the other guy and put him in the cupboard too. That guy out there will just stay out there, I'm sure. So basically when our target next comes in to have a drink, we should be good.
Christ's sakes.
Lookouts nearby. It's good to know. And that surveillance recorder's dealt with. And therefore don't get caught on camera dealt with. Yeah, that guy's a lookout. I'm quite sure of it. He's also a guard. So we could lure him in here at some point. We could lure the courier in as well. We could do all sorts of luring. And just fill this little side room with bodies. But priorities. We want the target first, because they'll come in of their own free will. Then we want the lookout. Then we want the courier. Target's on his way over. Is he coming all the way over for a little drinky? Or is he having a meeting? Or is he just studying the floor plan? There's a whole host of things to do here in Hokkaido. Here he comes. He's thirsty. Come on in, pal. Down you go. Let's just see. Business phone. I mean, yeah, they're all business, aren't they, on this first syndicate challenge? Good. Job's done. Now, I want the lookout next if I can. And there he is.
Is anyone here?
Maybe the best bet is to just ping him from around the corner like so. Lookout neutralised, good. You can join friend in here. Now, what are we looking at courier-wise? Is it just one courier? It is. And she's coming back this way. But so is Yuki and her bodyguards. We could always karma her. We don't need to lure her in and drag her into the same room as everyone else. It's a strategy that's worked so far. I think we got her attention there. Yeah, we did. Down you go. You get to live, but you do have to share this room with a bunch of corpses. And there we go. Got a bit more cash. Now, there is a safe. And it is on the lower floor. It's in Dexter's room. Which we may or may not be allowed in this outfit. Got no choice but to go back down the stairs, but all the challenges are complete, so it's fine. So yeah, private property. But that's okay. This guy is...
Good today, Doctor.
Yep, he's not coming all the way out. But he is still sort of hovering around in the doorway. The prick. Oh, and here comes Dexter himself.
Let me know if I can be of help.
So I guess we didn't even need to hack that door. Down you go. Dexter will be upset if he sees us.
Then drink and smoke.
Yeah. He's not pleased with us, basically. And now it shouldn't be too hard to find all the clues in this place, I think. And that's another safe rolled. Not enough cash for a Krugermeyer if it shows up again. But we may as well check with the supplier if we can. Oh, his body was found. I guess his doctor went out there? We could be compromised if we're not careful. And yeah, this supplier's got nothing for us. I should have probably put Dexter in a cupboard, but it's fine. We're going to be departing in short order. So no one will be able to solve the mystery of the rogue guard that knocks out poor Amos Dexter. So that's level 1 out of the way. Now the challenge should get a touch more challenging. Also, how are we doing on challenges in general? We've got 404 out of 500 syndicate leaders. That's cool. We've completed 65 campaigns. We haven't yet prestiged 10 times. How far have we got to go on prestige? It's getting tougher now because of all the DLC items I've got, but we're on 9. So the next prestige will knock off another trophy for us, but that's something to worry about down the line. Right now we need to worry about where we're going for level 2. 4 unique levels sounds promising, and it's Big Pharma, which sounds fine, I guess. So let's do the Medicine Man next. This gives us alerted chonking, as well as regular Marrakesh, Paris, and Berlin. So Marrakesh, we'd be looking at the underground tunnel, or the underground car park, I guess, of the consulate. It's still only got 1 target. Berlin's got 3, so that's a bit more exciting. But yeah, again, we're getting a lot of single target missions, which kind of makes the challenge a bit almost pointless. Marrakesh wants a melee weapon kill and no bodies found. Ugh. I don't like no bodies found. And we've got a choice of pistol kills, so that doesn't work. Paris requires a poison kill, which again doesn't work. Berlin, on the other hand, you can do with almost anything. Or Chongqing. I don't normally start with an alerted. I normally save the first alerted for the next episode. But I want to get perfect runs where I can. So let's do Chongqing, because that way we can also get a silenced pistol kill epic. The gun in question will be the silver baller. We'll bring along usual stuff. Dart guns and whatnot. Now the only downside is we've got to get into the facility and down to the lowest floor without blowing our disguise. That's going to be a bit tasty. But that's the challenge, so off we go. At least we're starting at ground level rather than higher up. Although, is there anywhere higher up than level 1? I guess there's that balcony, which can help you get into the block. Now, our target is also on the lowest floor, so that's good. Question is, how do we get there with a minimum amount of disruption? I think the answer is through the emergency tunnels. So, these two lads will be chatting about the rain. And nothing but the rain. Or maybe they won't be saying anything. Very well. Either way, down we go.
Rain, rain.
There we go. We'll grab that screwdriver on our way. We are already on level 3, so this is great. Target's not a million miles away. So we could pop out here. Target is in fact just around the corner. This is the tunnel, this is the corridor that no one really comes to, isn't it? Would anybody notice if we lured that man round here and corner snatched him? Yeah, I think we're getting away with this. I don't think anyone will see him there. Target is onto us though. Now the question is, where is Target going to go if they are poisoned? Can we dump you in here? No. But we can drag you around here. Yeah, I honestly don't know where Target's going to go.
Put on huge
For a
trucks
bomb.
moving through the streets.
Guess we'll find out.
You know, terminating all biological
Oh.
life.
There's a bin there, so maybe they're going to come this way. So, what's the play? Would anyone notice if we dragged our man all the way around here? She might. And we can't... Oh, maybe we can.
Access granted.
I wasn't sure if we could hack these.
Security
without a
protocol
dongle.
overruled.
It seems that we can. So in here, we've got a guard who's an enforcer. We don't want to blow our disguise, so we'll be careful with how we deal with him.
Excuse me?
It's like a little combat spin that you did. Yeah, you coming out, pal. Down you go. Now, kind of concerned about you. So down you go. I don't want you turning around and coming back this way whilst I'm dragging unconscious friend into a cupboard. Because I've seen there's a bin there, and I'm thinking that's where our target's going to go. So that's cleared the path for her to do so. We just need to seek her now without getting spotted by anyone. We've got 3 other people in the room. You're a bit close to me, so if I fire the dart, you might get suspicious. Yeah, you go away. Oh, here comes target though. Body found?
Listen, I had this weird nightmare. I was at work and suddenly got...
Someone's found this body, I guess.
I
I'm not sure who would have seen them. Oh, it's you.
Oh my god. Bad accident. Roy, just try and breathe normally. I'm gonna go get someone to help. Huh?
This is escalating. So what was the point in turning off that window if it hasn't stopped people?
Oh god.
Anyone could just disable it.
Oh well.
Why would anyone want to do that?
Point is, we're still fine. Yeah, that window looks pretty dimmed, so I don't know why that's happened. Tier 3 dongle though, we'll take that. Now here comes our target again. Is she actually the closest person to us now? No. But is that a problem?
Oh, this stupid thing.
We just add more people to the room of unconscious inconvenience. And now that you're out of the way, we've got a better chance of successfully securing our target without too much issue. Although I would like her to still be over this side of the room, just to be on the safe side.
Oh shit.
Why does everyone keep wanting to come around here? This room is not very secure. Let's just do our business and then escape if we can.
Who's there? Did you want to talk?
Silver bulb. And bam. Good. Now let's get out of here before yet more people show up to try and clear up those bodies. Where was our supplier friend? There are a few floors up. Do we just get to them normally by going up the stairs? There's more chance of blowing our disguise that way, but it saves us having to go out and then come back in. And it turns out they've got nothing for us again.
You need more?
Those last few
Know where I
items to
am.
prestige are going to be a pain in the butt, but we'll get them eventually. There's a bunch of pistols out there we still need, for sure. So we do have to keep checking every supplier we come across. And we have to check any convenient boxes we come across too, because you can get weapons in these. Fish. Were there any couriers I missed? There was a courier down there, but heck it. I don't think... Oh, and there's a safe. We'll get the safe at least. I don't think money is going to be an issue now. The issue is just going to be finding suppliers that have actually got items that we can buy. Because we know they sell a Krugermeyer, because we saw one earlier that we haven't bought. But, yeah. We'll just have to check every supplier until they decide, yeah, okay then, we've got one in stock for you. We do risk blowing our disguise by coming up here. And that does only cost us 500. So I'm willing to take the risk. And I don't think it's going to cost us anything, because we'll just sneak past and get a street guard outfit. Oh, there's a courier though. I don't really want to get seen by the courier. But we're not trespassing out here, so actually it's fine. Courier can get fished. This guy can get fished. So yeah, the fact we're not trespassing out here makes me wonder if I just wasn't paying attention and we were actually fine on the lower floor as well. Let's check. Okay, yeah, we're not trespassing here either, so that's good. I guess this outfit's just generally good for the vast majority of the level. So there's a bit of cash. And we're pretty close to an exit as well. So much like we did in Bangkok, let's just slip through a door and make our way home. So that was pretty smooth, all told. Aside from forgetting to blind a guy on Colorado, but we got close enough. Imagine, if you will, that I had just thrown the flash phone down first, then I blinded him, then I waited for panic to die down, then I threw the Tanto at his head. Because that's basically how it would have gone. It's going to get more complicated though as we come across more targets per level, and that's what I'm looking for. That's the whole point of the challenge, really. So join us next time as Berlin offers us a bit of that challenge, and we work our way through a few other levels besides. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.